This is Fixing Famous People, the podcast where two reality television producers pitch solutions to save celebrities in dire straits.
But first, let's get to the Pre-Fixe, your weekly pop culture roundup.
Oh, we made it to February. Listeners, Christopher, good morning, good afternoon. What a week. What a week. So much has happened since we last spoke. Like, this is we might be going a little bit long today because there's a lot to cover, but I will say this.
Are we ever not going a little bit long though, Dominic?
You know what? That's sort of our motto. Let's go a little bit long, shall we? In all areas. I must tell you, this first week of February has been full of divas for me personally. Sunday night, along with the rest of you, I watched Cher do her best Joe Biden impersonation at the Grammy Awards.
Which we will be giving a tight 15 to later in the broadcast.
15. We could do an hour 15 on that 1 minute alone of Sherilyn Sarkeesian, LaPierre, Bono, Allman.
It was rough. Rough to see it. Rough to see the icons fall, really.
I will say the further away I get from it, the more adorable the whole thing gets to me. Like, at the time in the group chat, I was like, what's happening? Jesus Christ, what's happening? But when you look at it a second, third, or 30th time, as I have, it's just an old ladying, you know, it's nothing that you don't see at Thanksgiving with your Aunt Doris. It's the same.
Dominic, yes, but this person has been doing exactly what we're watching them attempt to do since they were like 20 years old. And so that's...
Well, let's remember, though, there's a little... She is 80, almost 80. She is dyslexic. They also fucked her over. And we'll discuss more of this as we recap the Grammys. There was a moment, Cher was not treated the way Cher should be treated.
Luther Vandross.
And if one more person asks me, is that song about Luther Vandross? I just look at them and I say, play it. Just go to Spotify and listen to it. I don't know. Stop. Anyway, that was Sunday. Monday night, I got to see the one and only Patti LuPone at Carnegie Hall, and it was absolutely fantastic. And then now, my favorite diva of all, Chris DeRosa, is finally back home from shooting The Real Housewives Ultimate Girls Trip. So all my favorites are in the house. There are some hoes in this house this week, for sure. I know we're not at liberty to talk too detailed about it, but how are you feeling back at home? You've shot this landmark season of the franchise. How are you feeling?
Very proud of myself and everyone that did it, including all of the women that participated. We'll never do anything like this ever again. We just won't. Like, it's a once in a lifetime thing that we just did, and we traveled so much in such a short window of time. And I don't know if a show has ever done this. Do you know what I mean? Like period. So it's like it was a lot of work. But I mean, at the end of it, I'm like, oh, wow, we really like the fans are going to freak over this. Like, I can't
believe how quick it was. Everyone I've discussed it with has said, is Chris's home already? I'm like, that's how we do it, honey. They'll shoot a whole season of Project Runway in 72 hours these days. It's not like the old days.
I will say, when we were like in our last couple locations, I was like, remember when we were at this place, like, which was like the place we started? And it was like, that felt like 2 months ago.
And it was only like 10 days.
11 days ago. Yeah. It was. So I can't wait for it to air because I know the fans are going to be like loving it. And I have so many hilarious photos that I want to post that I'm obviously just waiting until it's like, you know, appropriate to do so.
We love a latergram. We love a celebrity tinged latergram around here.
But we said it was like the Avengers of Housewives because it was like all of them coming together.
Sure.
But the other thing that we kept talking about was it was kind of like the Avengers of the Housewives producers and crew. Like, there were all these people that I had heard of for so many years.
Oh, that's fun.
That it was like fun. All the me's of every other city, like, we're all together. And we all were like the Avengers too, which was like so interesting and very inside baseball, but like so interesting for all of us to be together. I was like, oh my God, you're blank blank. And they're like, you're Chris DeRosa. And I'm like, oh my God, it's so nice to finally meet you. I've heard of you for like 10 years. Oh my God. And like crew members that you've worked with in all these different cities all being together. You know what I mean?
Are there any people, were there any OGs there? Like, were there any people my age who were in the first round when these shows came out, or all those people either dead or retired like I should
be? No, a few.
Yeah.
A few. But most people were like my age that have worked on these shows for 10 years are all like together. And it was very fun. And it was people that I've been like, literally multiple people I went, oh, I know you from this person's Instagram, is what I said to like multiple people.
Speaking of Bravo, I'm jumping ahead a little bit, but let's, maybe not the biggest story of the week, but it is the biggest story if you're like a Bravo-holic. But the legacy Real Housewives of New York ladies have banded together and supposedly by the end of the year are doing their own show on E. We're speaking of Jill Zarin, Luann, the Countess Luann de Lesseps, Sonia Morgan, Kelly Ben-Simone, and Ramona Singer. Am I hearing rumors this morning that there's a sixth former housewife being added to this cast?
You tell me, Dominic.
All right. Well, I saw something on Christian Gray's Instagram that there might be a sixth person being added. And I, along with the rest of the world, with bated breath, will be waiting. But this is a coup. I don't know why Bravo allowed it, but I'm surprised. And they would have had to have given permission for this. So these women, there was no Roni legacy going on Bravo. And now a version of that is going to be going on E with Jill Zarin being welcomed back into the fold. Reports are saying that Jill is one of the producers, which if you've met her for 5 seconds is absolutely unsurprising. And congratulations. Even Bethany herself has come down from on high and said, what a savage, wonderful thing this is. So the winds have changed, darling. 2026. Congratulations to all those women. We are in the midst of what will be known forever as Bad Bunny Week. Again, we won't get too deep into the Grammys. Obviously, Bad Bunny won Album of the Year. I didn't have pants on for most of the Grammys, I'll be honest. Like the third time they showed him, I was like, I have to be naked watching this show.
He looked really good.
It was uncomfortable for all my guests, but
even for him, he looked great.
Yeah. And like,
he knew it was his night.
I want to say to all the men, of
he
course
knew it was
did.
his night. Like he really came forward, like correct, which I love to see.
Was he there alone? We'll discuss this more with awards correspondent Rebecca Bregman, but he's just in the front there by himself. I'm like, how does the most famous man in the world? Oh, it's lonely at the top. Also, to every man or male presenting person listening to this podcast, you're not going to look as good in that tuxedo as Bad Bunny did. Don't replicate it. No. Don't show up at the quinceañera or the bar mitzvah dress. It's like, oh yeah, this is from but you're not going to look the way that Benito did.
No,
you're just
them walking down the street doesn't look as good as it is in that room. No. You know what I mean? Like it's not,
it's not going to happen. And he will, of course, be at the Super Bowl this Sunday, which is very exciting.
We will talk fashions, and there was some hits and some bum airs, as I like to say.
Talk about not wearing clothes. It was a very naked year at the Grammys.
I know. Yeah, in a good way. Sometimes in a good way and sometimes in a terrible way.
I mean, I will say this. If it was October 1st, today, I would be doing everything I could to arrange to dress as Chappell Roan for Halloween. And I still might. I know we have 9 months, but I don't know that that's going to escape my
No, it's good though. It's good though. I will. Yeah.
Bad Bunny at the Super Bowl this weekend. Can't wait for that. Turning Point USA, not a sponsor of this podcast, has finally announced that
P.S. Back in the day when I first had to go through all of the ads on this platform to like say yes or no to all of the different people that could advertise on this show. Turning Point USA, before I even knew what it was. This is years ago. Was a possible thing. So, and I was like, thank God I Googled all of these because I would have been like, sure. And it was like Charlie Kirk's like Venom. Yes. Well, anywho.
They've announced their headliner to compete with Bad Bunny, and they have chosen Kid Rock for their alternative halftime show. And I just want to say, I don't know that I want to mince words about this. I think this is a disgusting, despicable organization. And I think that this blatant, unveiled racist act of counter-programming against someone who is Puerto Rican is on a side where almost everything they do I find fucking disgusting. This is probably at the top of that.
And to have such lackluster, the only person we know who at all on this roster is Kid Rock, who had, as I said in the group chat, one song in the 90s and then one duet with someone that we love, Sheryl Crow, like in the 2000s. And that is what they're known for.
I don't know. I mean, Bad Bunny versus Kid Rock, we may not have the White House, but we're definitely winning the fucking culture war. I'll tell you that. Like, if that's who you got, that's who you're pulling out of shit-stained mothballs. Kid Rock. Come on, man. Come on.
How does Nicki
Minaj
Minaj
should
feel?
make you look at yourself. Like, that should make you, what side am I on where this is the best I have to offer? You fucking kidding me, man?
How does Nicki Minaj feel?
It's like, who gives a shit? I mean, let's spend 10 seconds talking about her so we can get over this. But since we last spoke to you, she has held hands with the president, his hand obviously covered in 3 inches of pancake, which still no explanation. Got a Donald Trump gold card, which turned out to just be a memento. It doesn't really mean she's being granted citizenship. She has made fun of Lizzo. She's made fun of Jay-Z. She has made fun of Don Lemon. No more in history have we ever seen someone go off the deep end more definitively than Nicki Minaj has done. I don't know, lady. Fuck you. Goodbye.
And all that to not even be the headliner of the Turning Point USA counter-programming.
But you know what? She's got to be making a cameo there. I got to think that someone on that side has a brain cell. She's going to go out there and sing all of her Christian songs, like Anaconda. Good job, righties. Good job. I'm sad that we didn't lead with this. Obviously, there's a lot that we're salty about this week, but the passing of Catherine O'Hara, what a fucking gut punch. Just in the same vein as Diane Keaton. Robin Williams, but it's like, I feel like we're losing Diane Keaton all over again. It's like that same class of talent and elegance and brilliance and just out of nowhere. But as we say on this podcast, when people pass away, there is great joy in the temporary resurgence of all of their work. And for the past 5 or 6 days, seeing everything Catherine O'Hara has ever done just fill the algorithm has been delightful. And like Diane Keaton before her, what a lovely, by all accounts, like just an incredible human being. And lest we forget, I know many people listening only know her from Schitt's Creek or possibly Home Alone, but please let's not forget about SCTV, which is where she met Eugene Levy and Martin Short and all these Canadian superstars that took over or at least contributed to American comedy starting in the 80s. Really great. I've watched a lot of Schitt's Creek this week and cried through a lot of it.
Best in Show. Where at every single stop that they make, it's some guy is like, you banged me out in a bathroom somewhere. And she's like, oh yes. And it's just like so obvious that she's cheated on her husband for like every single place she's ever went in her life. Even there's like nothing
A Mighty
better.
Wind, like the other where she was like a little more serious, more serious Christopher Guest film. Just really wonderful. So many tributes pouring in. Pour a glass of wine and read some of them and watch some Catherine O'Hara. Do we think Catherine O'Hara got to see the brilliant Home Alone parody on SNL before she passed away? We do think she saw it, right? Because that's it'd be fantastic.
Yeah, Hassan's mom is devastated. Catherine O'Hara was her favorite actor, like above Jamie Lee Curtis. So like she's
I don't even know what to say about that.
It's been rough. It's been rough.
Not better than Jamie Lee Curtis.
Yes.
Wow.
Yes.
The aforementioned Don Lemon. Well, he's had a pretty big week. I mean, it's a busy week when we're not leading with Don Lemon's been arrested and released and is now under federal charges. Oh boy. I mean, I'm making fun of the other side having Kid Rock. This is our hero now. Lemon's our hero. When Don Lemon is the martyr of your cause, rethink all of it. What is this planet? What is happening, man? Jesus Christ.
I mean, he's so happy.
Oh,
he's like beyond. He's beyond happy.
This is win-win for Don Lemon because he either doesn't go to jail and is now somehow the Edward R. Murrow of the 21st century, or he does go to jail. And let's face it, that's a party. It's like being at the Eagle on a Saturday night. I'd go to jail if I have a week off.
I mean,
good luck, Don Lemon. We love you. Stay strong. I mean, the charges are bullshit. It's just,
no, exactly.
Where to even begin? We're not going to litigate this. I mean, give me
people are coming into my DMs trying to yell at me. And I was like, get the fuck out of my face. Like, get the fuck out of my face. Like, how dare you try to come here and lecture me about what I'm posting on my fucking Instagram story? Look, the charges are absolutely bullshit. And it's so fucking funny.
Trevor Noah makes a Trump joke on the Grammys. And the man, the leader of the free world tweets, I'm coming after you, Trevor Noah. I'm going to have fun with you. Are you? Because I know a list of 1,000 other things you could have fun with in our country other than Trevor Noah. This man does not like people of color telling jokes about him. I mean,
No.
Obama at the White House Correspondents' Dinner a decade ago broke Donald Trump in half. That's the reason he's such an angry racist. And now he's going to do it to Trevor Noah.
Yeah.
All right, we're going to move on. Savannah Guthrie's mother is missing as of the recording of this podcast.
Let's move on to something so much nicer. There's a missing woman.
Where is Savannah Guthrie's mother?
I'm reading on Instagram. Again, Instagram, so God.
She was abducted in the middle of the night. She was
abducted in the middle of the night. That's so scary and terrifying.
Yeah. I mean, was she born in this country, or do we think that ICE took her? Sorry, I had to do it.
It's a valid question nowadays.
It is now,
sadly,
right?
Very much sadly. What's the motive?
But as of now, we're recording this Tuesday morning. We don't know if her abduction is related to Savannah Guthrie. We don't know. We really don't know. No one knows anything. If they do, they're not releasing it. Savannah likely is going to pull out of hosting the Winter Olympics, which are due to start literally any minute. So someone else will fill that while she's in Arizona.
I'm so excited for the Olympics. I'm going to get there in a second, but I'm so excited for the Olympics.
And you're yelling at me for using this story as good news, and you just interrupted it. Because Chris doesn't care about Savannah Guthrie's mother. He's excited about ice dancing.
My former neighbor, Savannah Guthrie.
Was an ice dancer?
No. She used to live in Hoboken, like 3 blocks from me.
I never knew that.
Yes. No, it's very sad. I mean, Karen Reed, move the fuck on over, because this is the next true crime.
Karen Reed? Oh, you're going back now. Yeah.
This is like, I mean, there's going to be a podcast about this. I mean, it's crazy. Where could she be?
I don't know, but it's been a few days, which is never good news with an abduction. You know, the first 48, not just a TV show, an actual phrase. Very strange. A lot of weird shit happens out west, New Mexico, Arizona. No offense to y'all. The Hackmans, the Guthries. What the fuck are you all doing in the desert?
It's
what
isolated.
Are you doing out there?
It's very isolated, you know. I filmed out there a couple years ago, and it's like you'll drive and you'll see like one house on a hill like way far away, and then not see anything for 15 minutes.
Yeah. It's a kooky area of our country. Just going to say that without sounding. I mean, you all want to make fun of New York, or sure. I mean, we're crazy, but we're the least crazy here, which is only what people here know. Well, continuing with our bad news, 2 behemoths are leaving daytime television. Sherry Shepherd's show has been canceled after 4 seasons. I guess low ratings. They said that the landscape of daytime is changing, which is true. Of course, we at this podcast are thinking, if Sherry is leaving, is the door open to bring Wendy back, who's using that studio?
I don't think so.
Hint.
I don't think so, though, Dominic.
And after 7 seasons,
to be.
I know, but it's just sort of fantasy football, basically.
Yeah,
it's like, let's move Wendy back in there.
Yeah, keyword fantasy.
Kelly Clarkson has announced after 7 seasons, this is not unexpected, that she's going to spend more time with her children. She has loved doing the show, but it's time to just be a little low pro for a few years. The kid's dad, Brandon Blackstock, passed away last year, as you all know. And she has a 9-year-old and an 11-year-old that she's going to be spending more time with. How can you complain about Kelly Clarkson? Thank you for even giving us the 7 years when you have so many other things to do. And thank you for giving us karaoke.
Yeah, I said she could just do karaoke on YouTube and make more money than she makes on that whole talk show.
Do it on your phone. Just do an Instagram live, sing us a song every day, and then go back with your kids. That's all we want.
Yeah. Congrats
to both on successful runs.
Forever on the a la carte, you've been like bringing up the rumors of she wants to be done. I'm like, no, these are fake. Like I kept being like, I don't believe this at all. And meanwhile, every single one of them was probably true.
Yeah, I mean, not that she didn't seem into it, but there just seemed it's been in the air for a while. Ever since her ex passed away, it was sort of like, oh shit.
Also, like 7 years is a long time.
Oh, for sure.
Like
to do anything.
We did it. You know what I mean? It's like 7 years is long.
Yeah, I've had one relationship that lasted longer than that. I mean, and please, 7 years to do anything is quite an achievement. So I don't know why I put this story at the top of the list, but there's this Siegfried and Roy miniseries coming out with Andrew Garfield and Jude Law that I'm salivating over. Mm-hmm. It has been announced. It's like when you think, is this going to be clownery or am I going to actually love this?
Yeah, like it could go.
Yeah. Well, we're now clear that it's going to be clownery because it's been announced that all of the tigers in this series are going to be CGI. Goodbye. See you later.
I know, but is it about the tigers at the end of the day, or is it about them?
Is Coleman Domingo going to be voicing any of these animals? Who knows?
But do you know what I mean? Like, is it about the tigers? I don't think it is. It's about their relationship and their love.
Wow. Yeah, that's about.
Like I'm seeing the scene being like Roy is on the stage with a CGI tiger, and then like the camera pulls back to backstage where then Siegfried is like in turmoil. You know what I mean? Like that's what I'm seeing.
Interact occasionally with a live animal. Like there's so many protections in place.
Tiger King changed things, Dominic.
We don't need an actual tiger to chew off part of Andrew Garfield's neck. I mean, that's not what we're looking for. That obviously has to be dummied in some way.
Yeah.
But no white tigers?
Like the Revenant. Like the
Yes. Remember when everyone before The Revenant said that a bear raped Leonardo DiCaprio in that movie? And then that isn't what happened at all? What an odd smear campaign.
Terrible.
Anyway, still looking forward to it, white tigers or not. Some other good news. We told you last year about Martin Lawrence and Eddie Murphy's children getting married, which is adorable when besties have kids that get married. Now they're going to be co-grandfathering a child because Eddie's son and Martin's daughter are expecting a baby. Isn't that lovely?
That's beautiful.
That's good news, right?
Hopefully. I hope they're happy about it. I don't know.
They seem to be. I mean, can you imagine if you and I had kids and they got married? Oh, God, I would never.
That'd be terrible. I would be very upset.
Terrible. Actually, I changed my mind. This is a bad news story.
Should have put that earlier, shouldn't you, Dominic?
Get off my daughter.
That should have been right after Savannah Guthrie's mother being missing for 4 years.
Kim Kardashian has... I guess she went on Chloe's podcast and spoke about, remember Photogate with Smuckers and husband a couple of months ago where they were at Kris Jenner's party and then they removed the photos. It was really just because it was Remembrance Day in the UK and the Markles, as it were, the Smuckerses were like, hey, can you just take pictures down of us partying? We don't care that people know we were there, but like, we don't want people to see us wearing those red poppies, like cutting a rug. And that was it. It seemed like sort of an invented. Yeah, I think so too. I don't even hold it against her.
I wasn't even, I mean, when it was happening, I was like, this isn't even a big deal because she was probably like, take me down off your fucking Instagram, you loser. You know what I mean? And I'd be like, yeah, like I would say the same thing.
Yeah. Well, I think the reason the story had traction is because at no point ever has Meghan Markle said to anybody, please give me less exposure here. That's why everyone's like, blink if you're being held hostage, Meghan. What's going on? P.S. I posted a stand-up bit on my socials about Meghan Markle and With Love Meghan. And it somehow got retweeted to some Meghan Markle hate page, which I believe is based in the UK. This queen's got thousands more Meghan Markle anti-fans than I had a week ago. It's hilarious. The comments are like,
Nicki Minaj.
It's so crazy. I still can't figure out where the bit got reposted, but I have a lot of new fans now who are
like,
much more anti-Smuckers than I have ever been, I might add. So
Jesus Christ on the cross.
But welcome to the party.
90% are, I'm sure, bots that someone is like paying to be like retweet every single bad thing that's on the internet about her.
These people are, some of them are real because they're definitely meaner than bots. Like
they got it.
They do not like Meghan Markle, and I'm like, what have I done here? I was just telling a joke about a lavender bath bomb, and now people are like, hang the bitch. I'm like, whoa. That is not this party. What are you doing?
That's terrible. And also is also completely what we were talking about in the a la carte last week was like the difference between her and Kate Middleton.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, no one wants to hang Kate Middleton. No.
Yeah. And so it's bad. They're rough. It's bad. That's really bad.
Well, getting back to Kardashian, North West performed with her father, Kanye West, in Mexico City, and a music career is forthcoming. She has shown up with her green hair and her grill on Instagram saying, get ready because I am about to drop some beats.
Dear God in heaven.
Good. It's sort of like when those are your parents, which career path do you want to align yourself with?
Truly.
What do? Like release middling songs, be a racist and some shitty fashions, or fuck Ray J? Like, these are your career paths. Like, what do you do?
I was going to say,
what do you do?
I was going to say, glad that she's not doing the sex tape route.
Suppose.
You know what I mean?
Yet. Well, she is just a child.
No, she doesn't. She's famous. She's too famous to need to do that.
Yeah.
But we can't get like the kids taken away from him after all of this.
No.
He still has visitation with his children. Do you get what I'm saying? And I'm sure it's because Kim is like, I want them to know their father, even if he's a mentally ill lunatic.
I'm wondering if that apology was orchestrated and insisted upon. I wonder if Kim was like, I'll let you take Nori to Mexico City if you apologize for saying Heil Hitler.
In a full page ad in the New York Times.
Because we spoke about this last week, right? That was last week, the full page ad. And then like a minute later, he's on stage with his daughter. That doesn't seem like a coincidence to me.
It's just crazy. People have been taken away from their children for so much less.
Oh, yeah.
Know what I'm saying? It's like we can't get a restraining order against him. Still.
I think he's just impervious.
Yeah. Anywho.
To laws. BTS. Remember them?
Yes.
The K-popers.
Are they out of military?
I think they're out of the military. They're coming back, and Netflix will be documenting their comeback and giving us a BTS behind the scenes series. And that is fun. That's fun. I'll watch it. I wouldn't say I was like a huge fan of BTS, but I will say that K-pop Demon Hunters has me not
shifted the
unintrigued.
needle for you, haven't? Yeah.
Like the tiniest bit. It's never going to be my genre, but I think the mania over it is adorable.
The K-pop songs are fun. The ones like when you get to the real, like obviously Blackpink is like the most famous in America, but then like S Seraphim or whatever their name is, and there's like some other like ones I think called Lost Boys or something. I like because of K-pop Demon Hunters, they're starting to slip them into my algorithm on Spotify, and it's like I'm enjoying,
Yeah, I dated a white boy last summer for about 2 months or so, on and off. And through this entire time that we dated, that Blackpink song was the only song that we listened to when we were together. Obviously, I don't remember the
new
words.
One?
I don't know
if it's the new one.
What? No, the last year one, whatever it was.
Yeah.
I take you higher.
I know, but they have so many much better songs.
That sound exactly like that?
No, but it's how you like that. Bada bing bum boom boom boom. Like that song, great. Oh, you know it. If you heard it, you knew it. And like hit that witch at do 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 do. I'll send you a little playlist.
I can't wait. I'll listen to it right away.
Yeah.
I was being sarcastic. By the way, speaking of I hope I'm being sarcastic when I say this. Is Matt Lauer mounting a comeback at CBS?
Dominick. What? Like the People.com articles coming out about this? I'm like, what on earth is happening?
So in the same week that the woman whose accusations of sexual assault against Matt Lauer cost him his job, that woman has released a book, and it's a harrowing fucking story. Yeah. It's a harrowing and terrible story. And she ended up, I don't want to say institutionalized, but she was definitely, she definitely needed a lot of self-care, a lot of mental health care after all this happened, which she details in her book. And then within the same breath, there are rumors that Barry Weiss, the new head of CBS News, is courting Matt Lauer because they're trying to reinvigorate and reinvent CBS News, and that Matt Lauer's name is being bandied about as the other shoe to drop at CBS to get attention. I don't know, but what I'm thinking is, in order to make Gayle King a hero, they should hire Matt Lauer, and then Gayle King makes a stink and says, "I'm fucking out."
Yeah, like
and then Gayle
leaving.
King becomes, because I need someone to be above Don Lemon in the principal journalist slot, and I'm nominating Gayle King. So what I want, let's kill many birds with one stone. I want CBS to hire Matt Lauer. I want Gayle King to say, I'm leaving CBS. She then ascends above Don Lemon as the left's journalist hero. And then Don Lemon and Matt Lauer both go away, and Gayle King becomes the Democratic nominee in 2028. You're welcome.
Yeah.
That's it.
That's it's beautiful. Will that happen? No.
Speaking of beautiful, I'm pleased to report to the world that after several years of rumors that this had happened, the longstanding Paris Hilton-Lindsay Lohan feud has ended. It just gradually dissipated. Paris has been making the interview rounds. Someone asked her about it, and she was like, you know what? We're great. We're totally great. We're going to get the kids together for a play date soon.
They should. Well, she has that documentary, Infinite Icon or whatever, which, P.S., I was watching Watch What Happens Live in like a stupor when I just had come back from Ultimate Girls Trip. And our friend Zero Waste Daniel and his husband Mario are like in B-roll shots of the Paris Hilton documentary.
Oh,
are you aware
in
of
what
this?
capacity? Is she at Daniel's store in Brooklyn?
They were at some event and they were taking photos, and it's like a really good shot of the two of them. And I was like, why are they on my screen? What's happening? I was like waking up and I was like, what's I was so disoriented. And I had to text them and be like, why were you just on Watch What Happens Live?
That's fantastic.
Yeah.
Did you see he's doing like a collab? Zero Waste Daniel's doing a collab with Hellman's mayonnaise.
I'm purchasing Dominick.
Those cream colored they're Hellman's colored ensembles, and they're beautiful. They absolutely beautiful.
I know.
I don't know if that's my color, but I'm willing to go down there and do a photo shoot to see.
Yeah.
See how it goes.
Yeah, no, I'm glad that Paris and Lindsay are back. I need them all united again.
Because you know what? I would rather, no offense to Nicole Richie, she was always sort of the more boring to me of the Paris and Nicole duo. A Paris and Lindsay roadshow, that sounds like the most delightful chaos, I think.
But can't we, why are we not getting Paris, Lindsay, and Brittany to redo, do a glamorous version of the famous photo? Why are we not? Why not?
Is this the 20th anniversary of that photo? Because if it's not this year, it's coming up. That's what we need, a 20th anniversary clip.
Paper magazine cover.
Anybody.
Is that?
Yeah.
Right? No? Yes?
Well, yeah. I mean, I just think we need
Rolling
to see it.
Stone cover.
What if the three of them do it? They get in the front of that car, they repeat it, and they all have their kids in their laps, even though Britney's kids are grown. That would actually be funny if she has J-Fed or Jaden Spears in her lap, and then Lindsay and Paris have their babies in there.
I know. That would be fun.
The one that looks like you. She needs to have the Paris needs to use the
big-headed baby
that looks like you. Yeah. That alien child.
Not the one that looks like me. For one, I was like, what are you talking about? And then I was like, oh yeah.
We dropped Ray J's name a couple of times. Since we last spoke to you, Ray J has, this is a showgirl, by the way. Like Ray J is Lola. She was a showgirl. This is cray-cray. He goes online because of years of drug and alcohol abuse. His heart is operating at 25% and he only has months to live. Not 72 hours later, the TMZ headline, Ray J medical miracle. Girl, sit down. Just go, get out of here. Get out of here. Fuck you for inventing the Kardashians. You and your dick and your 25% operating heart. Get out of here, man. Beat it.
And this is all on the heels of him pulling a gun out on his wife, during the holidays.
This is America
on a
now.
live stream. Yeah.
This is not just America. This is the planet now, where when you get caught doing something stupid, you then have to create a headline that is so bonkers that we forget about it. You know who doesn't forget? This podcast.
Sure. We sure don't.
We saw you pull a gun on Christmas Eve on your family, Ray J. Sorry about your heart. Hope you survive.
God, it's bleak this week.
I don't know what's happening. I'm full of joy. But
Sure.
Well, I don't know if this is good news or bad news. There's going to be a sequel to Dirty Dancing. Talk about the most random news.
It's going to be
not a reboot, not a remake. It's a sequel where Jennifer Grey, who is now in her mid to late 90s, will be reprising her role as Baby, as in Don't Put Baby in the Corner. In her defense, Jennifer Grey, hey Siri, how old is Jennifer Grey? I guess you're not awake yet either, bitch. Hey Siri, how old is Jennifer Grey? Jennifer Grey is 65 years old. Holy
really?
Francesca Christ. She looks pretty good for 65. Anyway, I don't know what the storyline could possibly be, given that Patrick Swayze's been dead for a long time.
Yeah, like 15 years, right?
Jennifer Grey is 60. I mean, obviously it'll be about the kids, and I don't know. It feels unnecessary to me.
It's giving network. It's giving like the studio, the studio is like, what's the next sequel we can do? And they want it. It's going to be a no for me, dog, to quote the great Randy Jackson.
Good luck with it. The toxic mom messiness continues. Ashley Tisdale seen on the town, and by on the town, I mean doing play dates, more than once this week with Hailey Duff, who is
Love it.
Hailey Duff's estranged
Love
sister.
it. Love it.
I mean, last week we made fun of the fact that they were doing a movie about this. Now I don't want a movie. I want an ongoing series.
I want an investigative series, like
Yeah,
where they're like
100%.
chasing them out of restaurants, being like, "Can you give any comment?" Yeah, like I want
before Don Lemon goes to jail, I need him to investigate the Toxic Mom group. That's what needs to happen. Give Don Lemon his Pulitzer. This is the fucking story for it.
Oh God, no! Like I need it.
By the way, I don't think I realized when we first started reporting about the Toxic Mom story that Hailey Duff's husband, when he posted his snarky, bitchy response to Ashley Tisdale, did so with a photograph that directly mimicked the Ashley Tisdale photograph in the original Toxic Mom piece on the cut.
Yes.
Right. So what I have to say about this is, at the bare minimum, Hailey Duff's husband is bisexual. A straight man does not do that. That is
and
such
just like
petty
so
bitchiness.
thirsty
High
and
fives.
loser behavior. Like
High fives. Yes. Loser. Yes. Cunty cute.
Are we loving it?
I gotta give it an 8. I gotta give it an 8. It's
Do
pretty
I want it to
bitchy.
continue? 100%.
I want Hailey Duff's husband to imitate Ashley Tisdale every time she's in public. I want him to imitate every outfit she wears.
And if it's like not about you, like you don't care about this. You're not mimicking her picture. You know what I mean? It was the biggest smoking gun I've ever seen in my life. Whenever he did that picture, because I was like, "Oh, you're furious that she wrote this."
He legitimized everything Ashley Tisdale said.
100%. I'm on her side.
And actually, he made the husbands look worse than the wives.
100%. I always said, I think I said in the group chat, I said, this is like when one of the husbands of the Real Housewives gets involved in the argument and it turns bad.
Let's switch over to Mark Anthony, who, of course, has been in the news recently for causing so much trouble at the Beckham wedding years ago.
DJ Fat Tony.
Along with DJ Fat Tony.
Just need to say his name out loud.
Who knew that Mark Anthony was coming for Nick Cannon in the baby making department? Because Mark Anthony's wife is pregnant with their second child, which is Mark Anthony's 8th child. 8th with 4 different women, 2 of them obviously with Jennifer Lynn Lopez. What is it with all of these divas? They're all having children with baby making machines.
Men are disgusting. Like this is weird. It's like gross. You know what I mean? Like this is like disgust. This is disgusting.
It's my favorite SVU episode when John Stamos was just a baby making machine.
He was just banging everyone.
He was poking holes in condoms and ended up getting arrested for it by Olivia Benson. Thank you very much.
Beautiful. Brought to justice.
Anyway, congratulations, Mark Anthony. I don't know.
But this is like, there's this weird thing where they all want to like repopulate. Like Elon Musk has like so many kids because he wants to like repopulate the earth with his seed. It's like disgusting.
I couldn't be any further from that. I'm like, I don't want heirs. I don't want a legacy.
Sterilize me. Yeah, I'm like
put me in an unmarked cigarette carton and throw me into the Hudson. I don't give a shit. When I'm not here, I don't care.
Not an unmarked cigarette carton.
Why not? Marlboro Lights, baby. Let's take it back to college. Actually, college was Benson and Hedges Deluxe Ultra Light 100.
Oh, brother. Do those even exist anymore?
I don't know. I really don't know. They were so disgusting. Smoking is gross. Sydney Sweeney.
Oh, God.
Well, her lingerie line is coming out. The name of the line is SYRN, which looks like CERN, but is actually supposed to be some cute version of the word siren. Okay, girl. Anyway, she's finally speaking out about her MAGA Barbie title. And I believe her truly when she says this. She's just like, I'm not a political person. This wasn't my intent. I just don't understand. I just don't understand it. And to hear her talk about it, I'm not trying to be insulting to women or the uneducated or anybody. I'm not trying to insult anybody here. When you hear her speak, she just doesn't seem like the person who even has the wherewithal. I think that she's been propped by many people around her who have her posing with refugees and putting her somewhere with the Republican Party. I think they're putting her in places where she doesn't belong and doesn't even know where she is. Yeah. I really do think so.
No, because to not say anything about the jeans commercial like for months is that's not her choice.
No, someone wanted her to remain in the news for people to say, let them think that because we're getting publicity. And I think it's gone too far. And now she's like,
We will be
I would
fixing
like to
her,
work
so
elsewhere.
we'll have a more in-depth conversation about this.
We will be fixing her. You know who got fixed on their own? And we only, I think, spoke about Cole Walliser, E's Glambot Queen on the a la carte. But the Grammys were this past weekend, and the E Glambot had someone different managing it after the controversies.
Good. P.S. Right. That's the right call, in my opinion, for just you don't even show up for
If
this
you
year.
Are under a rock or don't listen to the a la carte Cole Walliser, who I have very flippantly referred to as Asian Kenny G for some time now. This man was involved in a controversy because first people thought that he and J-Lo were mistreating each other at the Glambot, which turned out to be completely false. But then someone who tried to hire him many years ago released the email chain where he was incredibly rude and condescending to someone trying to price out the Glambot for their wedding. And apparently that has taken its toll. He issued an Instagram apology, but it was not enough to get him at the Grammy Awards.
No. And the other thing, a lot of the drag queens that were at the Grammys or whatever, is it always just the Grammys? There's more. It's like at the Oscars and stuff too, right?
Everywhere. The Grammys, he was at the Globes with J-Lo. He'll be at the Oscars. They go everywhere. Yeah.
A lot of drag queens also came out forward, and we didn't report on this, but saying that basically like, oh, he treated me like dust. I think Morphine said he didn't even pay me dust whenever I came up to go do my Glambot. Like he couldn't have cared less because I wasn't an A-list celebrity.
I love that Morphine loved Dion. I love her.
I love whenever someone who's like not even real, like, I mean, he's not famous, Cole Walliser, but it's like someone who's like, we know him as the Glambot guy and we see him, but like to find out that he's a monster, I love hearing, I love finding that out. To be like, oh, you think you're something? Like you can't treat people like this. You know what I mean? You just can't treat people like that. I'm sorry.
And you know what really is fucked up about being famous? Because this guy could be, I know he's not, but theoretically he could be a lovely person. But like one email chain from 2019, when maybe he was having a bad day, you get no breaks. Even the tangentially famous, you get no breaks. But there's one email chain, you get dragged on podcasts like this. Hooray for Hollywood. Let's move on. Travis Kelce now owns 5% of the Sleep Number bed empire.
Oh, God.
But this is the thing, though.
What is it?
When rich people, they keep getting like richer and richer. These are the deals that are made. These are the reasons why. These are because now he's going to be set for the rest of his life just from this 5% of Sleep Number. They all do it. They invest in all these products and we all make fun of it. And then they're like, okay, I'm going to decide which hot tub and which penthouse to cry about you having your opinion about this.
Do you think it's that they wanted him to do a commercial and then he was like, I'll like do it, but I'll do it for 5% of the company.
It's a possibility.
For like 2 years, which I think is smart.
Sure.
You know what I mean? Like,
no, it's absolutely a possibility.
Yeah, I think
absolutely a possibility. Where do we go from here? Star Search on Netflix, it tanked, unfortunately. I think we discussed this off mic, or maybe it was with Rebecca. We talked about Star Search in the months leading up, and then it just dropped with no promotion.
No press at all.
We are on the internet. I don't mind to in some capacity all day. I feel like even when my phone's off, it'll wake up when something. We would have seen promotion for this. I don't think they promoted it enough.
Dominic, I couldn't tell you what the set looked like.
Because you didn't even watch when it started.
I didn't even watch it when it started. And so I should be able to at least know what it looks like when not one photo of the three of them together at the desk.
Isn't that strange?
Not one photo.
This should have been a big deal. It was so much fun to watch and vote on. Like I truly enjoyed watching the show.
Yeah.
I'm sort of surprised that it didn't.
But it needed not those three people as the hosts. I'm sorry, the judges. That was not star synergy together. We needed
would you say that again, please?
That was not star synergy.
Ooh.
It just wasn't.
I love that. No, it wasn't.
After watching the Grammys, Jelly Roll can't string a sentence together, so that's going to be Mark 1.
Because
Mark
he has
2,
too
obviously,
many fake teeth.
As I'll say on when we get to the Grammys, veneers, Ozempic, and face tattoos together are a choice. Period. Okay.
It's too much. It sounds like a salad with sugar.
He looks like my 500-pound
sister.
sister. The one 500-pound sister that has like her face is drooping off of her face because it was so fat. Now it's not. That's like what he looks like. So
what are you all thinking with these face tattoos? I don't want to sound like Clint Eastwood on my
like,
porch.
and like
what
whatever.
are you doing with the face tattoos?
And like, Stop. It is what it is. But like, you then can't get like veneers that like blind the sun. You know what I mean? Like, it's like
visually, he is a feast. I will say there's so
much to consume.
A pile of valises to unpack there. By the way, before I forget, because we mentioned drag queens, I don't know how many of you are watching RuPaul's Drag Race. I know Christopher is not like a regular viewer, but Zara Larsson was on this past week, 2026, the year of Zara Larsson, by the way. She's been on deck for a minute, patiently waiting, and she's about to burst. But there was a lip sync at the end of last week's RuPaul's Drag Race, which was the best lip sync that's been on the show in years, where the two winning queens, no spoilers, lip synced to Pretty Ugly by Zara, and they played the full song, explicit lyrics and all. If you've dipped out of Drag Race for a while, dip back in and watch the last 5 minutes from last week. It was it's really good. I love drag. I love Drag Race in spite of myself, and I feel like it came back for me last week.
Not in spite of yourself.
In spite of myself, because there's too many of them. And I watched them all, and I'm dizzy.
Of course.
Dizzy.
No, and you're like, it's like Housewives. It's the same thing. You know what I mean? It's like, I have every single one of these to watch. And then Vanderpump Rules, it's not even good, but I'm still watching because I'm mentally ill. And all these other things. Yeah. Traitors. Yeah. Anyway. I watched the first episode, though, with Hassan, and I felt like the queens were, the crop of talent we had was strong. Which I sometimes don't feel that way whenever I watch it.
No, there are some fierce, because drag queens now, the people that go on Drag Race were raised on the show. The show's been on for 18 years.
It's crazy.
Still feels like a novelty to me once in a while. Still feels like fresh to me very often. But there are kids that now only know drag from drag. I mean, now it's for years. There are kids that know drag primarily through Drag Race. And they show up polished AF. Coming up on the a la carte, Ted Lasso is back. Brandy Glanville debuts a new face. We'll tell you what British-based band will no longer perform in the United States because they think it's unsafe. And Rocky Horror is coming to Broadway and has announced quite a fierce, diverse cast. Cannot wait for it. Also, Ariana Grande trolls Vogue. Trolls Vogue for a Photoshop fail in which they gave her 6 fingers on one hand.
She can't be stopped. She doesn't care. P.S. She does not care anymore. She's like, I will take, like, what is her name? Fucking, she's not even the thing anymore. She's not even the editor anymore.
Oh, Anna? Oh, because
Anna
it's Candice Bergen's
She's
daughter?
Like, I will literally tear you to shreds. Don't care. She does not care, and I love it.
She's a big star.
Yeah.
She's a big star. Have you been trying to, before we take a break for some vital messages, before we recap the Grammys with awards correspondent Rebecca Louise Bregman, have you been trying to get Harry Styles tickets like every person I know?
No.
I haven't either.
Sadly, no.
My best friend Mark was in the queue yesterday. There were in the one queue he was in, there were 250,000 people waiting, 11 million people total for these 30 dates at Madison Square Garden. I mean, I'll go if the opportunity presents. I'm not waiting in a queue online for anything. No,
I'm sorry, concerts in general, it's like I can't do this anymore. It's exhausting.
Really?
Yeah.
Wait till
but
20
just getting
years
the tickets, being in the thing. Yeah, you're like you.
Yeah. I'm like, unless my best friend has bought a ticket for me and said, come with me, I'm not going.
Just simply from the queue of it all. You know what I mean? Like the all of that in the fight. Like it's like the fucking Hunger Games to get a fucking ticket. And I can't do it anymore. Anyway.
Speaking of concerts, the concerts I leave my house for include Patti LuPone, obviously. You've never seen someone hate Donald Trump. Patti LuPone hates Donald Trump.
I can't even imagine.
More than any person on the planet, truly. And she saved it for the end. She, cried a little bit at the end. I'm like, this is what we're here for. Yeah. We are here
to watch a brain just unravel on stage. Yeah.
We're here. We are here and someone's phone, by the way, did go there's an intermission because obviously she's Patti LuPone. And right when the second act of the concert started, someone's phone did go off. The audience froze. She didn't stop and say anything, but the audience froze. She comes out during the curtain call with a disposable camera, by the way, taking photos of the audience.
She's a lunatic.
And then throws the disposable camera into the audience for someone. Can you imagine? I almost ran to the front of the theater and killed the person that had it to get that camera.
Dear God. Oh, God, well.
I also wanted to prank call Carnegie Hall and complain and say I was in the theater next door and could they please lower it?
Yeah.
Fuck you, Patty.
That would be so
Patty
good.
LuPone's good. 76 years old, still pipes of gold. Pipes of gold.
I know,
baby.
and you don't have that anymore.
No,
You know?
you don't.
Anywho. Okay, well.
Good way to start the week. Please join us for the a la carte. We will join you with our Grammy. What do we call it? I call it a Gargantua, but it's not
The
that.
Grammys Gargantua.
It is the Gargantua. You will join us, hopefully, for the Grammy Gargantua after these vital messages. Live. Not live. Recorded in the Bronx, the Upper West Side, and Hoboken, New Jersey.
Upper East Side.
God damn it, Upper East Side. It is the Fixing Famous People annual Grammy Gargantua. And now here is your awards correspondent, Rabbi Dr. Rebecca Louise Bregman Arquette, known today as Chapel's Nipple Clamp. Rebecca, welcome to the show.
Thank you. I don't know, just to be relevant, I'm wearing a John Denver concert tee, the here,
You
there,
are.
and yeah. So I thought, like, what do the kids like? It's concert tees. So
Right.
Mhm, mhm.
What do the kids know? Not John Denver. I'm going to say not John
No.
Denver.
No.
But I'm sure he's a Grammy winner at some point,
Yes.
right?
I think so, right?
Yes.
Oh, where do we begin?
Do we want to talk about Savannah Guthrie's mother briefly
we do.
while we're here? Yeah.
We do. Right before we started recording, we were like, this thing with Savannah Guthrie's mother is getting really bad today.
Yeah.
And we recorded
Just-
this morning and like kind of were joking about it a little bit. And now
Yeah.
it's like gotten very serious and
It's
dire.
serious.
And so
Yeah,
we feel
there's a
bad that we're
ransom.
joking.
She's
that we joked about it.
abducted. Yeah. So,
So someone's given TMZ a rant. Of all the people to send a ransom note to, they fucking pick Harvey Levin,
Yeah.
that piece of fucking
but
garbage.
honestly, better them than like the White House or Perez
Yes.
Hilton or somewhere demonic. You know what I mean? Like I'll
So who
I
is
almost-
it?
Is TMZ not demonic?
You know, my number one suspect is Matt.
I
Lauer.
know. Where do you think she is, Rebecca? We just issued a mea culpa for being too lighthearted about it, and you're now about to ruin it. Who
Yeah.
do you think has Judy Judy Guthrie?
I think it's in the Lauer, East Hampton.
Okay,
estate.
we're at it. We're stopping.
Okay.
We're moving
Okay.
on.
No, but it's really bad. And it's
It's
like
bad.
scary. And like, this is really like, it's going to be really bad.
It's bad. Who
Yeah,
could?
she's 84 and she's been missing for days at this
And
point.
they said
Like,
she couldn't
Right.
like, she couldn't walk away if she tried.
Yeah.
Like she couldn't
Yeah.
have just like left on her own if she tried. So
But
it's like,
she's mentally like there. So she's like, she's
right.
with it.
but
And
not
like,
physically. Right.
uh-huh. Yeah. And it's terrible because
Like,
I
was
mean-
this random? Did they know she was Savannah's mother? Like, more
Yes.
questions than answers at this
Yeah.
point. By the time this pod airs, we might already know.
No.
And when people listen to this a year from now, they'll be like, how terrible that you joked
yeah,
about it. Don't you know what
horrible
happened?
people.
Yeah.
We
Yes.
don't.
Yeah.
We don't know what happened.
But they're
It's
right. to
February
say- they're
3rd.
right.
We don't know. We don't know what happened.
It's weird. It's just
It's
a
so odd.
weird thing.
Yes.
Like, who kidnaps an 84-year-old woman unless
Well, someone
to
who
get,
wants Bitcoin, apparently.
Yeah.
No,
unless-
or is it like her like cousin that's like a meth head that's like,
This-
do you know what I'm saying? Like, is it someone
Yes.
in
Me,
her
yeah.
family that is like, I want her
Yeah.
money because she's famous?
This feels
Mhm.
like I'm rewatching Veronica Mars. This
Yes.
does feel like a Veronica Mars plot, and in the end, it's like the cousin who has a gambling addiction.
Needs money to pay
who
back the
needs money,
casino
yes.
and is like, is that what
Mhm.
this is going to
Oh.
be?
Yeah,
Is that what
Yeah.
I'm missing by not watching Veronica
Yes.
Mars? That
That's-
sort of nonsense?
that's it.
Okay.
That's-
I'm
it's-
going to keep it in my queue then.
all right. I love it.
Matlock. Yeah.
Yeah,
Wait, speaking of, when we were watching the Grammys, Hassan's laying on the couch and the commercials were like, Matlock returns February 26th.
Like, yes!
He literally goes, thank God.
we
What
need Kathy Bates. We need more Bates.
yes.
We
We
need
need
more
more
Bates. And
Bates.
at times like these, please.
And then he goes, I have to wait this long.
Yeah.
He was like,
Yes.
he's desperate for more Matlock.
By the way, someone messaged me, speaking of listening to these podcasts a year after they're recorded, a new listener DM'd me today because we talked about Don Lemon last week and Don Lemon's in the news. And he's like, I just started listening to your podcast and I've been going back and listening to older ones as well to catch up. And it's so funny, given where Don Lemon is now. And a year ago, one of your lead stories was like Don Lemon complaining that Larry King gave him a titty twister or something like that, which is, that's a normal Don Lemon story. Like having him as Paul Revere at this point, I'm uncomfortable with it. I really am.
We're in a dark timeline. Like we are, the three of us, this is our darkest. Like to have him as our Martin Luther King Jr. is...
It's bizarre. It's just not bizarre.
Right. It's not right.
Because we watched him get his ears pierced on New Year's Eve. We watched him get drunk in New Orleans on New Year's not that long ago and cry about being single.
We saw...
Cry. He literally cried.
We saw Elon Musk say, I don't want to do this on Twitter anymore. Like, we saw that. So, no.
A lot of engagement on Sunday night, but periodically getting DM'd by listeners during the broadcast. Nothing earth-shattering, because truly nothing earth-shattering really happened as far as nothing disastrous until, as we stated in the Pre-Fixe, one Sherilyn Sarkeesian LaPierre Bono Allman gets up there and does a Joe Biden impersonation. As of us recording this, I don't know if she's released a statement or she's just said to people, she's like, I'm fine with my performance on the Grammys. What did you, I'm Cher and I was Cher there. No, she doesn't care. Here's part of the tea of what happened. The night before they gave out several Lifetime Achievement Awards, we knew that Cher was getting one for months. I mean, like half a dozen people got them and she was one of them. And people were complaining online that Cher, they're not complaining, but they were upset that they watched the live stream of that ceremony and Cher wasn't there. That's not the reason Cher showed up at the Grammys. I'm sure there was just a scheduling conflict or grandma just couldn't work 2 nights in a row, both of which are acceptable answers. So I don't think she knew that she was going to end up having to give a speech and be presented with something. And that's where I think the confusion started, because that speech she gave is sort of a speech that she's given several times before, like no new information was revealed. Where she got fucked up was like, I've been out here so long, I forgot I was supposed to present Record of the Year. And then she left.
And it felt like an afterthought that he walked up to her and Trevor Noah was like, here's this Grammy. And she's like, okay. And he's like, and I can hold it for you. And she's like, okay, like you are right that they put her in a tailspin, but could she get out of it? No.
And that's where her being 80 comes in, which is an excuse,
discuss.
You know, like she's not on autopilot like she was at 75.
She doesn't look like, she might not look like your grandmother or your mom at 80. Like she looks, but she is 80. She's dyslexic.
She is 80. Yep.
She's dyslexic.
Is very and famously, yes.
So, like, I think it was fine. I think SZA made it fine, is what I'm going to say.
Yeah.
SZA
they all did. Yeah. They were poking fun at her, but you know what? She's always in on the joke, so it's hard for her to be offended or to look stupid.
I think
Luther Vandross.
Yes.
Luther Vandross, because she literally saw the word Luther and just knows only one Luther.
Well, she's like, well, the last time I gave out one of these awards, it was to Luther Vandross.
And it wasn't wrong. That's why the song is called Luther, right?
Yeah.
So,
that is sort of nebulous to me because they definitely sample. They sample a Luther Vandross song in a Luther Vandross instrumental in the song, but I don't think that the song lyrically is about. It's just sort of named for him.
For him,
yes. Right.
It's named
and
for
that's
him.
what they were saying is like we couldn't curse on the song. Like they were only allowing us to like license
because
this
of
music.
Luther Vandross's family said you can use it but can't curse, which I thought was a delightful.
I love that
little tidbit.
Yeah.
Not the biggest story of the night, but certainly the one that I'll remember forever because I just kept texting question marks in group chats. 50 group chats at once since everyone was like asking me what's going on. I'm not there.
They were like,
I'm not actually Chaz. I cannot text the old lady from here.
And also like they have her out there doing so many things. You know what I mean? It's like, like no one else had to get an award and then present one. You know what I mean? And so that's weird. And to like, it was giving Liza Minnelli with Lady Gaga at the Oscars is what I was. And I don't like that. I don't like
better. I think it was better.
It was better, but it was, she was out there by herself.
It felt unrehearsed, but that could have been her fault. She could have just been like, I've done this a million times, babe. I'll just walk out there. And then someone in the booth was probably like, lady, I told you to get here at 6. Like,
Yeah.
I told you
Well,
we
not even
needed
that,
to run through this.
I feel like the opposite. I'd feel like, well, she knows what she's fucking doing. It's Cher.
Right.
She's been at 9 million.
It could have been either. Yeah.
You know what I mean? And then she's like, wait, what? And then you're like, wait, what?
And then she got batty when she was like, they told me that she was implying that they told her that the winner was going to be on the prompter. It's like, no, the winner's only in the envelope. That's it.
Yeah.
And by the way, while we're here, since obviously we're going to move off of her, but before I forget about this, the person who introduced her was the president of the Recording Academy and blah, blah, blah. Here is what I would like to say to all award shows moving forward. I never, ever need to hear from the president of your union, your organization, your club, whatever it is. It is such dead air at a very crucial time in the broadcast. They always do it during the last 20 minutes. And I'm like, you know what? I don't even have to shit, but I'm going to go in there and get a hemorrhoid trying to make one because I'm not going to look at you at all. Hemorrhoid. How dare you?
I said they always do this at the 11 o'clock hour.
Yes.
When it's like you should be like, it should be a performance that's happening there.
Sure.
And it's always someone that we never know unless it's the SAG Awards. That's the only time that I'm going to push back on this, Dominic. I did love Fran coming out every once in a while to be like, we did so much for the union this year.
How about as a caveat?
You know,
as a caveat, only the SAG person can do it if it's a celebrity that we like.
Right. Sean Astin.
Yes.
So it'll be
Sean Astin upcoming.
We'll be happy to receive that. You know?
Gabrielle Carteris loved her coming out there.
Correct.
Ken Howard, not so much. Didn't need to see the white shadow come out
there. But also,
there. Not
we're in bed, we're in our pajamas. We're like, okay, let's do this. And why?
And then
do
some
they
I understand that
random
your Recording Academy, your Motion Picture Academy, your union. I understand they're all clubs. I understand they're putting on this show. But when you're the president of the organization giving that speech, that's a Zoom within your own organization.
Yeah.
You're talking to millions of people right now
or
who are not part of your organization. Just stop.
Or the president brings out the Grammy to Cher.
Yeah.
They're the one. And now to present her with this is the president of the Recording Academy, blank, blank, blank person. That is what I like. That I'm into. That's fine for me.
I think we can blanket say whenever one of the three of us becomes the president of either the Academy or the Grammys, we won't do it, right?
Or the Fixie Awards.
Yeah.
But we'll proxy. Like, we'll definitely, who would you pick, Dom and Chris, to proxy for you? If you had to give a statement, who would it be? Taylor Swift, Taylor Swift.
Well, after seeing her work, Cher, I want it to be chaotic. That's it. Yeah.
Mine would be
Cardi B,
Celine Dion.
And I think I would do Snoop or Dre. Well, Snoop is anti-gay, so I don't know.
Not Woody Allen. I'm surprised.
Not Woody.
I'm surprised.
It's actually Sun Yi Previn is who would come out to do it.
We all know Woody's my birthday buddy, so if he would, fingers crossed.
If Sun Yi did it, it would truly be the first time I've ever heard her voice before. I don't think I've heard her speak.
It'd be the first time she'd heard her voice before.
Yes.
It's true. Oh my God.
Ladies and gentlemen,
Sun Yi Previn.
And she just stands there silently for 30 seconds.
Looking around scared with a little flag that says help me on it. Anyway, dark.
Okay, so where shall we go? Well, should we just talk about a few elephants before we start tearing apart everyone's dresses? I loved that the awards didn't get monopolized by one person. That was one of my favorite things. I like when
Loved
there's
it.
Yes.
And I love that it was an incredibly big night for Bad Bunny. I loved everything he did. I loved the way he handled the unfunny bit that Trevor Noah was trying to do about performing. It went on way too fucking long. It should only have been brought up once.
Yes.
I think Trevor did a good job. I think he's actually a very good host, but that bit wasn't working and he wouldn't let it.
And he brought it back 6 fucking times.
And even Bad Bunny himself, I felt was just how much fucking, I'm running out of English adjectives here. Fucking cut it out. Stop. I can't sing. Watch on Sunday. But what a great night. And his reaction, which so many people are calling out, it was so genuine to me and so
beautiful. Beautiful.
There are maybe 10 people alive on the planet that will understand the weight of what it means to be a celebrity like Bad Bunny that means so much to so many people. maybe less than 10. I mean, he is sort of like the voice of not just an island, but like a generation of people. It's truly like, and that was what was going through him when he reacted. It was my favorite thing in the whole show.
Yeah.
I would have let him sit there for another 5 fucking minutes and just stood there and clapped. Like it was fantastic.
He is beautiful. He's a beautiful
Yeah,
human.
he sure is.
He's so good looking. And when him and Harry Styles hugged, it was
I screamed make out. in my house.
was kiss, kiss, kiss is what I screamed. I not to do that, but he also looked amazing. It was Schiaparelli and maybe one of the first Schiaparelli
menswear they've ever done. Yeah.
He looked amazing. The boning on the back. He looked
Oh
so
my God.
good.
We said on the Pre-Fixe, no one try this at home. Like
Yes.
unless you have Bad Bunny's chest, don't do that wide of a berth between the
And even
lapels.
then,
I just
let him have it.
wow. It was, and I have to say, like, on Twitter and threads and stuff, they're like, and because it was CBS, they're like, Mag is so pissed. I was like, babes, Mag is not watching this. Mag is not watching Chapel Roan's nipple clamps. Mag is not watching Lady Gaga. Mag is not watching this.
Well,
okay?
Donald Trump did watch Trevor Noah make a joke about Epstein Island and is now coming for him.
Sure. I'm sure Stephen Miller sent him the clip and whatever.
Because we have a president who's now attacking comedians, just like George Carlin said when that happens. That's the time to just jump off the earth.
1975 or whatever.
Yep.
But, the dream is he comes after fixing famous people and you get even more famous, right?
Yeah. Absolutely.
Yeah.
We've been praying.
Praying every day. Yeah. Mag is not watching this. So I don't know why anyone thinks that Mag is going to get, Mag must be like so pissed that Bad Bunny won. Like, no, they don't know. They don't care. Who cares? It was deserved. And like you 100%. Said, John, 100%.
It was the best album of the year, truly. Like it was it's a seminal work on many levels, but much like Ray of Light, which should have won album of the year, it's also a banger from head to toe. Like
totally.
It's great.
And I don't know.
It's not like the Al Pacino Oscar, it's like, this is not only of the moment, it's also really fucking good. Unlike Scent of a Woman. Sorry, Al.
My favorite movie.
Your favorite movie of all time.
How dare you?
I just love ballroom dancing. Yeah. Yeah.
Okay. There's only one way to say this.
You hate Puerto Ricans. Okay.
What's wrong with Jelly Roll? What's wrong with Jelly Roll?
Okay. Here's what I'm going to say. I don't know which way you were going to go. I wrote Jelly Roll, : I wrote face tattoos, veneers. And Ozempic is a choice.
Somebody wrote, somebody like tweeted, threaded, like, this is your youth pastor trying to get your teenage daughter phone number.
Yes.
Your youth pastor trying to get your teenage daughter's phone number.
I live. That's hilarious.
Yeah. It is.
Yeah.
He,
There is
we all know what we're thinking.
Just from the neck up, that is a cornucopia of visual chaos. Like there's so many things. Coco Chanel looks at that face and says, "Leave 4 things in the house before you exit."
And the trend of like tattoos nowadays is no longer like the sleeve. Like remember back in like the 2010s, like the sleeve was everything. Like that was like you're hot if you have a sleeve. Yeah. Now it's this like page of stickers. Think of like in a sticker book, like a page of stickers
like
of
it
tattoos.
Says, wow, wow.
Like, bleep, blop, bloop, bleep, bloop. Like all the like 25-year-old like Instagram, like hot gay men all have these tattoos that are like little stickers everywhere on their body. And it's like
the words.
It's just so, and that's his face.
Words.
You know?
I will say where it works for me only because maybe they're so different is when Post Malone did
Please don't bother me as much.
Okay, I would fuck that guy from here to next Tuesday.
Wow.
I never thought I would say that, but he got up doing the
Ozzy tribute. Yeah.
And I was like, you look good. This is
He looks better now than he has before. He's definitely peaking.
He looked good. And I
think he's sober and he had a kid and he lost all that weight and he was just sort of like,
he has 7 brain cells to rub together.
That's what I was
unlike some other people, unlike Jelly Roll, you know.
Yeah.
I'll tell you what, but if you haven't heard it before, he did an interview maybe last year, possibly 2 years ago with
Jelly or Post.
post on Stern, and it was really good. He's really he's very engaging. He's really very engaging and very like mind-numbingly polite with like sirs and ma'ams, and it's organic.
I think he's
an
very
interesting
smart.
guy.
Yeah, just because he has all these weird face tattoos, it's like that like detracts from like how I think he's there. And his music is great.
Yeah.
When he was a rapper, it was great. And now that he's like a country star, it's really good. Like I always find him, every time I see him perform, I enjoy him. But versus Jelly Roll, where I'm like, does this person have all of their faculties? And Hassan, I have a note that says, Hassan said that Jelly Roll's teeth look like a magic eraser.
I do.
Oh, wow.
Yes. Yeah, it's not great. It's not great.
No, it's bad.
But people were comparing Bad Bunny to Jelly Roll. I'm never, ever going to be the guy that gets up here and tells people, you know what, I shouldn't say that because I will be the person that tells you what you can and can't say in an acceptance speech. But I want it to be a mess. That's why I watch these shows. Like I'm going to bitch. If it's a celebrity, I'll listen to you fuck up your life, fuck up my life, cause controversy, whatever. If you're a below the line person, and I'm sorry, it's just like a fact of life. I feel like if you're a below the line person, I can read your speech on the internet at another time. I only want famous people to be thanking their families and screwing up. Bunny gets up there and very simply says, before I thank God, ice out. He speaks for most of the country in doing that. It's a wonderful thing to see. We don't need to go into details about his, pro-immigrant speech. It was fantastic. It was perfect. It was very him. And then Jelly Roll gets up there and does something, for lack of a better term, Jesus-y. It's just a different, also passionate. To me, there's room for both. People are going on the internet and they're like, Jelly Roll got up there and classed up the place after Bad Bunny ruined it. And then other people are like, Jelly Roll put the show in a dumpster, blah, blah, blah. Not so. Let them run at the mouth so we can make fun of it or be inspired by it or whatever. But like, I'm never going to be the person that's just like, celebrities should be quiet. I think I have been in the past. I now want everyone to talk about everything at all times.
I think one of the criticisms of Jelly Rolls, he was like, I don't like get into politics. And then people were like, in 2019, he like testified to Congress, about something, about like fentanyl use or something like that. And so it's like, so you like, you do actually, it's like, that's not true. So, which is fair.
I did also, like, speaking of politics and people speaking out, SZA, I just, first of all, I think she's gorgeous. She looked amazing.
Incredible.
And she was just like, it is really hard out there. And it feels really weird to paraphrase, right? To be here and be having fun. But this is everything we do, right? Like, we say this all the time. This is why we do what we do.
I
mean us. I mean,
by the way, Billie Eilish gets up there and she said, there's no such thing as an immigrant on stolen land.
Yeah.
Have you now heard that the other shoe to drop with that is that a Native American tribe released a statement today and said, great, then why don't you give your $14 million mansion back to, I cannot remember the name of the tribe.
Yeah.
I don't think that she's answered yet, but it's really from them. And they're really like, so put your money where your mouth is. Since you're on stolen land, give us your house. That's the price you pay. And I love that kind of mess. Yeah. She's right, but so is the tribe. I love that. Where's Judge Judy?
Where's Judge Judy? Where's Judy Justice? I wrote, Billie Eilish doesn't need another Grammy.
No.
Ever.
What did she win for?
Wildflower.
Wildflower.
But what was
song of the year? Wildflower.
It was a single. It was a single, I think.
And I was just like, and she was surprised she won. Everyone was surprised she won. And I was like, someone like that doesn't have any could have won this category.
Yeah.
And it's kind of I don't know. Is it weird? Like even Lady Gaga, I wrote, Lady Gaga has too many Grammys to have a speech like this. She was like crying. I'm like, you have 15 Grammys. Crying. You have 15 Grammys. Like
never forget when Taylor won the last time. She was like, I have it. Like her speech was, I have a new album coming out. Thank you so much.
Yeah.
Like she was just like, Tortured Poets Department's coming out. Thanks for my Grammys. Gaga was, I love Gaga, but she was,
I love her to death. No, and
crying.
She feels like she's like come back and she's back and like, I get it. But it's like, you have 15 Grammys. Like, what do you like? Yes, this is great. But like, she's acted like this is her first Grammy. And I was like, okay, bitch, like settle it down. However, her performance,
amazing.
Loved it.
Amazing. Billie is for whatever reason, and I don't know how we discuss this because she also has an Oscar. Did she win the Oscar for the James Bond song?
I think. No, she won it for the Barbie song.
Absolutely.
Didn't she?
Oh, I thought it was
No, it was for the Bond song, I thought.
the Bond song. But like she, for whatever reason, is now award show.
They love her. They've always loved her. Ever since she started, they've given her Grammys every single year.
Every time. And which I think is
every time she farts, they do give her an award.
Yeah.
She hasn't been around that long, but she wins every release.
Extremely talented. She is extremely talented. It's not like she doesn't deserve any of them. But I'm just like, give this to someone. Like everyone was shocked, including her, when she won that.
She is like now adult contemporary or something like that, which I mean, and her brother
kind of a little bit, right?
Yeah. Her brother has a lot to do with it, and he's a great songwriter and producer and everything. She is like adult contemporary now.
Speaking of speeches, I wrote, Pharrell is the new Kim Kardashian.
Yeah.
What on God's green earth was that speech?
What was that? Just work?
He goes, the only thing you should be doing is working, is what he said. Like, why do anything other than work? Is I think his exact words.
And I think, to not be a Pharrell apologist, I think he was saying if you're a creative, like if you're
you need to create.
But it's like, babe, it
didn't come out that way.
No, it came out as like Kim is like nobody wants to fucking work anymore.
Yeah, it absolutely came out where it's like, why are you not working at? Why aren't you checking?
Why are you watching this broadcast? You should be on a computer typing keys, or like pressing vinyl, or
Why aren't you in a Teams meeting right now? Like, I understand he meant creatively. What he meant was, I don't want to put words.
Always be pumping out like something.
Creatively, like always write music, always write lyrics, like
dramaturgically.
Dramaturgically, he wanted us to work, but he it came off.
That's not what he said. But that's just simply not what was said.
We should all go to the factory and
he
never
basically said we were all.
He
said you're all fat and lazy. Is what he said. Like that was those are exact words.
You should be on the factory floor, sleeping on the factory floor when you're not working. You know what I mean? And having other people step over you to continue your job.
Yeah. My Gen X was coming out because it's like Bad Bunny, hot. Harry Styles, hot. Q-Tip, to me, always and forever. He looked great. He looked great. So good. I love Q-Tip so much. I mean, Pharrell
my friend had sex with Q-Tip back in the day. Just remember that.
A
friend of mine had sex with Q-Tip. A woman.
Okay.
Yeah.
And yes, no, maybe. It was good times.
I believe the reviews were good. Yes, I won't say this woman's name, but
okay.
You know.
It was your mom.
It was Q-Tip is my
It was Barbara Pupa.
It was Barbara Pupa, and Q-Tip is my dad.
Oh, I see it. I can see it in the eyes.
Oh,
yeah. Yeah. All the time, Sip.
Any other speeches? I'm trying to think of
SZA great, Kendrick great.
SZA's great, obviously. Lola Young, was that her name?
Yes.
Loved her, so excited. And to have, again, it was like Lady Gaga, like Harry Styles, like who was in the category? It was like every person that's like, they don't need this at all. Like they do not need this one single fucking bit. Sabrina Carpenter doesn't need any more fame. Like,
she was shocked. She
was blown away and jumped up there. And I was like, that's why we do this.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
You know what I mean? And was so excited.
To your earlier points, it's always like, that's the reaction you get when you get your first ones. Like Bad Bunny's going to come back next year and for whatever else he releases, we'll never get that reaction from him again. Because why would you?
Yeah.
But he must have like Grammys in the Latin Awards, right? Like he has.
I think he must have Latin Grammys at some point. Yeah.
You know what I love when any Latin or Hispanic artist wins? I love Gloria Estefan. Like.
Yes, they just cut to her no matter what.
Yeah, they always cut to her.
Like she gave birth to all of them.
It's like so racist. Yeah, it's like
She's like,
She's like, I am Bad Bunny's mother. It's a shame his sister Selena couldn't be here to see this.
The rhythm is going to get you.
She is the mother of all Spanish-speaking superstars, no matter the nation.
No.
Bitty bitty bum bum. Yeah.
Bitty 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 bitty.
Yeah, what else do we need to do before we get to fashion?
Performance. Well, we're doing fashion, then performance.
Well, Kendrick, back-to-back rap.
Huge.
Record of the year. It's the first time that's ever happened, and he's the one to do it. Not the first back-to-back record of the year, but the first for rap. And that's amazing. And
Amazing.
I like
he's another
I
Grammys
like
darling.
Kendrick Lamar.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
he is, but I like him so much. I really
Yes,
do.
he's the voice of a generation. You want to
Yeah.
talk about voice of a generation? He is
Yeah.
a voice of a generation.
I was
I
actually
still-
just listening to Pippa Butterfly, Pulitzer Prize winner. He's so
Yeah.
good. It's so wonderful. Also, Luther that single is so
It's
good.
so
It's
good.
such it's such an earworm.
It was number
you know,
one forever, by the way.
It's so good. It's so good. And
SZA's so good.
so good.
Yeah.
He's so good. And then when they combine their powers,
Yeah.
she is just so
I love her.
talented. And she still feels like she's a normal person.
Yeah.
And she is like, I don't even know why I'm here. And I'm like, I do. Like,
Yeah.
you know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
I'm like, everyone that has ever heard you sing knows why you're here.
Yeah.
Like, and I love her. I just love her so much.
Yeah.
It
And
felt
she-
sort of like the whole broadcast, when you think about it, was a little like torch passy because there was
Yeah.
no Adele, no Beyonce, no
No.
Taylor, but it was like
no Harry.
Bad
no
Bunny,
Harry.
Kendrick, who's been around for a minute, as has SZA, but they still feel they
Mhm.
still feel fresh to me. You know what I mean? Like they
Yeah.
still feel like the alphas of this
Yeah.
next generation of stars.
Correct.
You know,
Correct.
like they'll be around forever too.
And it has been a while since Gaga. So
Yeah.
it was like, wow, Gaga's here. And like
Yeah.
Mhm.
with her new, her new mayhem
Her,
era.
her Nosferatu outfit, whatever.
Yeah.
Put on eyebrows. Put on eyebrows.
I mean,
That's my only.
the sad
tip.
part is like she's done this exact look like
I know.
17 million
I
times.
know. I
Like
know.
the like black feathers. Like I was like, yeah, of course, duh.
Yeah.
Like, but I feel good with it.
Yeah.
Her performance, I'm sorry, with the camera work, the camera angles, and then her doing that everything.
It
like,
was all about the camera work.
She's so good that she can do that. Whereas like there's so many people that try to do that, even Beyonce, and like don't do it as well. She's so good at doing that where she's like, I'm not really doing anything, but like on camera, this is going to look incredible. And when that camera would like zoom backwards or however it was doing it, and she would like hit in the exact right spot. And it was like a perfect shot of her with that like lampshade on her head, which I was obsessed with.
Yes.
It truly was a lampshade, though.
And it
Like,
was apparently it's archive like McQueen.
Oh,
The
it
whole
was?
look was archive McQueen.
Oh, makes sense. That makes
Yeah.
so much sense.
That's interesting.
And it was, she performed that song everywhere possible when the album came out. So I was like, how is she going to perform the same song again? But it was like, she just did it. She's like, I'm not going to do anything. It's going to be for camera. And it was great.
Yeah. It was great.
She still fucking got it. I'm sorry.
she got it.
If we're talking performances, I think we have to talk Lauryn Hill, but I will say I loved every song I loved like every single song in that Lauryn Hill performance. Like I love Roberta Flack so much. I love D'Angelo so much. I love Lauryn Hill so much. It was, the start of Black History Month. So it was like very special, but Dominick, go ahead.
This is controversial and not brave at all. I agree with everything that you said. I loved every song in that montage, but the montage felt like a mess to me. It felt like she was it was like the ringmaster of a circus were drunk. She was giving me Eveline from The Wiz. Everything about her look, I liked nothing about the production of that, which sucked because Roberta Flack and D'Angelo, particularly for me, Roberta Flack, like absolute legends, particularly Roberta, who also won back-to-back records of the year back in the 70s. I just thought it should have been executed better.
Tighter.
A little bit shorter. And also, who didn't do a dress rehearsal with Lauryn Hill that you would have a dress, I'm going to say crepe paper. I know it's not crepe paper, but very delicate fabric. Who put a fan in front of that? I left it there for the entire performance.
Yeah, that was rough.
I'm getting a text message that
Okay.
that Kendrick Lamar and Q-Tip were under that dress the entire time. Yep, it was Q-Tip and Kendrick were under that dress the entire time. So,
Kendrick was the woman that I referred to earlier who had sex with Q-Tip. So this all actually makes sense.
Actually, they were going at it again. They had a reunion.
It was not my mother who I texted and I said, if a reporter shows up, please just tell them it was you. But no, it was Kendrick.
It was Kendrick.
God.
Yeah.
I did write that, like, I said, I'm loving that this in memoriam has now turned into a celebratory concert.
Yes.
That's what it felt like, but it was
Sure.
slop. It was sloppy, but there was a part of it that I like thought was fun. I don't know.
I agree. I think so. I think it was.
I like that it was like all these different people started joining in, and it was like it turned into this like jam bandy kind of thing that I liked.
I loved that.
But you are still right about all the things that you didn't like about it. You know what I mean? It's like
this is still we're still on CBS. You still need to trim this. We're not watching.
Yeah.
You know, we're not watching The Dead at Giant Stadium. Like this needs to we got to keep moving. And also that was the third in a series of tributes, which I understand is a big part of the show. Like you want to tribute people who've contributed so much to the Grammys, not just the Grammys, but music history.
Right. So we talked a little bit about Post, but we should talk about Reba, my namesake, who I was named after. Reba was great. That was a great
Reba. Reba's face. I mean, take notes, people.
Yeah. She's good.
She looks great.
Yeah. And how is that the first time she's ever performed?
No, Hassan literally kept. Hassan looked at me at one point.
It's a slap in the face, is what it is. I'd never do it.
Hassan looked at me at one point and was like, they need to stop saying that this is the first time she's ever performed at the Grammys because this looks really bad that they've never had her on the Grammys before. She's like a staple of American culture. Yeah. Like he was like, they need to stop saying that. Like that's
what would have been fucking great is if like they hype it, the mic goes on, Reba's ready, and instead of singing, she goes, I waited 35 years to say this. Fuck y'all, Grammy Awards, and then kicks the mic over and leaves.
He's like, I'm going back to the Country Music Awards. Yeah, like
that's right.
Fuck off. Like, are you kidding me?
But also it's probably because she's been exclusive to the CMAs for her entire career.
Maybe.
Do you know what I mean? Like it's
maybe. I didn't even think of that.
Because she's like the darling of the Country Music Awards.
Yeah,
obviously.
she is.
You know.
Maybe it's because she's literally always on a sitcom that I've never watched on a network that I don't get.
Well,
I think that's why.
Just so we all know, Happy's Place got renewed this week.
Happy's Place. And that's on ABC? Or is it on ABC?
It might be on CBS, right?
I don't know. Is it on the CW?
Is it on Freeform? Yeah.
Freeform. I feel like I need to look this up just to. Is that why she was on the Grammys? Because it was on CBS. It's on. I think.
Oh, I wonder if.
No, I mean, it's NBC. It's NBC.
It's nothing that we guessed. Okay.
Yeah.
A single mom that works 2 jobs.
Hey Siri, how old is Reba McEntire?
Like 97.
No, I bet she's 65.
No.
She's 70. 70. She looks fucking great.
I mean, like Kris Jenner is shaking in her boots when she sees Reba's work.
She
she can still move her face, like surprisingly.
Oh yeah, and sing, by the way, and move around. Like she's pretty spry for a 70-year-old.
Like that's a facelift, and she doesn't look like Glenn Close, like a mask of herself. You know what I mean? Like it's incredible.
Don't speak about Glenn Close like that, Christopher, in front of me.
She looks great.
You know what I really respect about her though is like she's been in show business for decades and decades. And at no point, because we know she could do this. We know she would, but she never went against the brand.
Right.
She never got a top lip. Like she was just like, fuck it. I don't like, and we know she could have done it 1 billion times over. And
no, but that's her instrument. She can't, those lips got to flap together. You know what I mean? She can't be like,
She was great. She sounded great. She was great. I did like that.
I love when drag queens do Reba though, because she's sort of easy to do. Like they just so easy. They just white out their top lip and put on a red. It's so great.
Like the Wendy, like a red Lisa Winter rig, and then
she was great. I did like the 3 different.
And her song was good. I love that song by her.
Yeah,
like that's one of her best songs. It's she was great. I liked that it then turned, and then it like the torch was then passed to the next person to sing a song from someone that was passed, and like that was very good. I really liked that.
And what about her singing it in memoriam and her son, technically her stepson, but the boy she raised, who she counts as her son, Brandon Blackstock, who was Kelly Clarkson's ex, because he was a music producer. He was in the in memoriam that she sang.
Yeah, tough. And he's an asshole. Well,
that has to be part of, now that we're saying it, that's got to be part of the reason why they asked her to do it.
Well, he was draining Kelly Clarkson.
Like, not a good guy.
Husband was draining her dry.
Yeah.
Yes.
R.I.P. I'm sorry for his kids, but this was not. This is why that whole Kelly, this is why it was all very complicated. Yes. And she was off the show last year for a month or so because her ex-husband was dying and she had to see the kids through, blah, blah, blah. But yeah, not like a stand-up dude. But from what I understand, Reba and Kelly are still good.
I'm sure.
Yeah.
Yeah, but it was great. So we did the Reba doing the country, and then we had Lauryn Hill and everyone doing more of an R&B rap, and then Post and Slash, and it was somebody from the Red Hot Chili Peppers, I think, doing more of a metal rock thing.
Right.
And I love that. I love that.
Cutting back to a very emotional Osbourne family.
That what was it? You said
jump scare.
I don't know what I don't want to say what you sent, but also I read it was Munchausen by proxy or whatever.
So Munchausen
by proxy. Yeah, Munchausen by proxy.
You know, R.I.P. These women, and I don't have an issue with Jack Osbourne really, but these women are in mourning, and I understand that, and I feel terrible. I have lost people close to me recently, and I'm sure I didn't look my best after that happened. However, when they come down the red carpet, God forgive me, I'm looking at a Tim Burton film. That's what I'm seeing.
It's Corpse Bride level.
It is so. It's such a strange choice. It's just a strange choice, you know.
It's eating disorders.
Save your emails. I know how terrible I sound.
But it's like Ozempic. It's every version of Ozempic.
Yeah, it's jarring. It's jarring. But R.I.P. Ozzy.
I think we're allowed to talk about when someone. It's not like necessarily a fashion choice. It's just they don't look healthy.
Well, they don't look well. They don't look well. Yeah.
Any other performances?
That'll be a great comeback, by the way. The two of them. With a comeback. P.S. You know who looks great, which I only saw online because I guess they didn't shoot her, was that Amy Osbourne, the oldest daughter who never appears in anything, was there as well. She is quite beautiful. She's truly she's quite beautiful. That's it.
As far as the best new artist performances, I did enjoy that they were all in a line together.
Yeah,
that was fun. That was fun. But however, and I like her. And I like her music.
Addison Rae?
But Addison Rae, that was rough.
Rough to stoop.
And it didn't match.
Did they fuck her over, though? Did they fuck her over by putting her down there in that parking garage? I feel like...
I don't know.
Why was she separate from everybody else?
I was thinking that they pre-recorded some of
it.
And then whenever they put like that, when she had that sparkly trench coat that she took off, and then there was the matching sparkly bra, like Britney Spears' "Give Me More" outfit that went so well for her. Like when that was what was revealed, and then they put the thing over the lens. I think it then was live. Do you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Which I didn't love. And again, Diet Pepsi, love it. That whole album, it sounds very the same, but like I like ethereal music like that. Like as you guys remember, I was like in the top 1% of people that listen to Enya. You know what I mean? Like I like music.
Gaelic. All right.
Like I like music like that, and I like her songs, but like that performance did not match at all.
Well, I just think it just didn't give.
It didn't give anything. In the song itself she should have been in like a long flowy thing, and she should have been floating over the crowd and like singing it and being all ethereal and cool. But instead, she was like trying to be a pop star, and the song was not "Oops, I Did It Again." You know what I mean?
I think she was trying to be Britney,
and it's like not with this song, baby. It's like, she thought she was. Oops, I did it again to your heart. And it was just like not, it was like, like it was just not that. And
I hate to pit them against. I
desperately needed a spray tan. Sorry to say. To quote Aaron Bagwell, a spray tan will fix just about anything. And here was when we needed it, when she was going to be showing titty and clitty.
I'm not quite with her yet. I mean, she's part of this new crop of powerful female vocalists that I'm like, I'm just not, I love me some Tate. Like I love, like, give me that garbage any day of the week.
Love her.
And I have fallen in love now recently with Zara Larsson as well. I think she is great. Why can't I am new to Charlie, as the listeners of this podcast know. So I put her as like the auntie of this group of girls that's coming through, where there's like a boldness to them that I feel like she started.
But I think
I can't get on the Addison Rae train yet, though. I don't know why. I feel like I'm supposed to be there.
This performance wouldn't get you there at all.
No, it didn't.
I think you're sort of right, Chris. Like she doesn't pop yet. Like Diet Pepsi's such a good song. Like her album is good, but she's not live. Her live performance might not be there yet. And
she had this white dress on the red carpet that was just so like, it was just all wrong. Every styling choice that she did and performance choice was just completely wrong. Mm-hmm. So like she needs new someone because it was every step was a misstep. For
people liked her dress, but it was fine. Like I just don't think she has it yet. You know what I mean? Like whatever it is, she's not Madonna and she's not like a virgin. You know what I mean? Like when like
she has a legion of fans,
and she's trying to be that.
Yeah.
But it's like when Madonna came out, we were all like, I want to be Madonna. And Gaga, like I just don't think that Addison's there, but she could get there. There is a vanilla quality to her that, you know.
Dare I say there's a Meghan Trainor quality to her.
Oof. That's
and her music is not like that. Her music is good. I enjoy her songs, but like she was trying to do something in them. It's like, that's not what this song is, baby.
Yeah.
Like, you gotta what's happening here?
Yeah. But I mean, who Olivia Dean won, right? She's great. Yes. Olivia Dean's great. Somber ? Great. Like, I don't know. I guess we need in every lifetime.
This was the first I'd heard of him. I didn't know what was happening.
In every lifetime, we need a Benson Boone, apparently.
Yep,
and
sure.
I thought, we already had one.
I will say that Olivia Dean with that little red dress and just her hair, and she's bopping about. I was like, I'm into her now.
Yeah, she's very good.
She was fun.
I listened to her
beautiful.
stuff.
Yeah.
I listened to her stuff a lot. It was her, Lola Young.
That Lola Young, I like.
Lola Young,
like her.
Now, Lola Young is the one. She was like TikTok famous, right? Lola Young, like that's where, and she's the one who we reported on this podcast last year, I think at some point where she had like passed out, like cold. Like it was one of the more famous virals from last year.
She's gonna go to rehab.
Well, right. Yeah. I mean, and she just like, and that's, I forgot when she was delivering her really wonderful speech on Sunday that she was that person that like passed out cold while performing and then just took a break.
Yeah. She's like the Adele, Amy Winehouse, like, she's in that vein. Like
I love her song, that song that she won for.
Messy is fun. Yeah. It's a good song. Who else was? Oh, Leon Thomas. Was he?
No,
he wasn't. Best New.
Oh no, you're right. Is that the guy that does? He was like floating over the stage. Yeah.
No, that's the white boy who like is in bed with Chipotle, Alex. Something.
Yeah. Not in bed with Chipotle.
You know that his whole red carpet talk was like,
I love Chipotle.
He partnered with Chipotle to do something. I'm like, what? Yeah. So whatever.
Remember the Vine of I love Chipotle.
Yes. The show as a total only went over by 6 or 7 minutes, which I was like,
which is like shocking.
Because the tributes took a long time, but I didn't do a lot of research. So maybe you both did, but like so many awards were given out. Like so many of the important awards were already given out.
Yes, I feel like they only gave out like 6 awards and it's like 3 hours long.
Like 9. And they do that and there are like, there's something like 90 Grammy Awards and they only present 9 of them on the telecast.
Spielberg is now an EGOT because he got, because he got a Grammy for, it was like, producing one of his things that is now like all audio and whatever, but it's just, and they're like, and these like father and daughter singing duo, like obviously a lot of the rap and R&B categories, so many of the categories are just not televised because it is like very performance heavy, I guess.
K-pop Demon Hunters. K-pop Demon Hunters won a Grammy and we never, and they already knew before the ceremony because it was like given out for like best song, basically like best song in a motion picture is what it is, but it was
best song in a motion picture.
Funny enough, the first podcast I ever made was a podcast called 100% with Serena and Chris. Serena's husband, who is also named Chris, was nominated for his 2nd Grammy Award at this Grammys.
What does he do?
They have a child and their child is nonverbal. He wrote an album because his son would respond well to music and they communicate through. It's like beautiful.
Yeah.
It's like the most beautiful story you've ever heard in your life. It's like they communicate with him solely through music, basically. And so he wrote an entire album that's like for his son to communicate with his son. And they've written a second one now and they've both been nominated for like new age Grammys. So he's a
that's so
two-time
amazing.
Grammy nominee.
I love that.
Yeah.
That's
they were like
amazing.
at the red carpet on the red carpet at the Grammys. And I was like, oh my God, like you were my friend. Like when you guys like first moved to New York City, and now they live in Florida now. But like someone I know was nominated for multiple Grammys and is like on all these like best dressed lists and all this stuff, like in this wider conversation of the Grammys, which is crazy.
That's amazing.
And
That's
congratulations
so cool.
to them.
Congratulations.
Congratulations.
So performances, good, great, like very good.
Cat's Eye performed their worst song, which is so upsetting. I hate that song so much. And they have so many better songs.
Yes, which I've heard that people were kind of disappointed in the song they chose, but like they should celebrate them as a band anyway. And right?
I know, but like Hands Up, Gabriella is such a good song. It shows off their voices. They can sing better. That gnarly song is like a rap, and it's so dumb.
I guess, is that their most popular right now? Is that
like,
why?
Sure, but like not really. I don't know.
Yeah. Fashion? Shall we?
Shall we?
Oh, yeah.
Shall we?
And do I need to apologize? Did I make fun of Lauryn Hill too much?
No.
Just wanted more. I didn't want it to be such a mess. I feel like I'm not allowed to talk about Black women's hair, and I have very few boundaries, but that's one of them. I'm going to leave it alone. Even though in the group chat, I did say, what's with the wig? So I just wasn't a fan.
But also you were like, what's with the dress? Like, you know what I mean? It's like the whole thing was like, she was showing up how she was going to show up. And that was that.
And we're just happy she showed up and presumably on
that's
time.
That's the joke, right?
Yeah,
just
that's
like
the joke.
what did they tell her that the Grammys were last Thursday at noon?
Yes.
And so that's when she strolled in right on time.
Truly.
Yes, truly.
There is someone I date who I will always book an hour. I lie about the time in order for this person to get there when I need them to get there.
We know who it is. Dominic,
we'll leave it at that. And why am I even speaking of Cody? Can't understand a goddamn thing I'm saying. Let's move on to the next.
We know who it is. We all know who it is. Anyway, the amount of minutes I've spent on the phone with you discussing his tardiness is too much. Anyway, a lot of people wearing no jewelry.
Oh, yeah, you're right.
A lot of like no necklace. Like so many people, I'm like, needs a necklace. This needs a necklace.
Yeah.
And like so many people wearing absolutely no jewelry and just like studs on the ears.
Yeah. Interesting.
And I like when one or two people do it, but like everyone was doing that. And they were not dresses that needed no jewelry. And so
I think it was also like a lot of black and white, and it was more, honestly, Chapel was a little daring, which I thought was interesting. I don't care what it looked like.
I liked it. But she was doing stunts and no one else was doing stunts.
Well, that's what I mean.
Right.
Like everyone was being a little.
You want more of it, though. You know, you want more.
It's the Grammys. Like for the Grammys, I think you need more stunts because they are the more out there creative people. It was very safe. It was very tame. Like it was a lot of the groups were doing
matching.
Matching. It was very Destiny's Child. Right?
A lot of matching with the girl groups. Even Haim. I wish they all didn't do it. Every single girl group did a matching. Again, like Haim, who like is established and doesn't need to like do a stunt, was doing like they all wore different versions. Very Destiny's Child, very Spice Girl, not Spice Girls really, but like different, very TLC. Like same version but different. Cat's Eye did it. FLO did it. They have great music, by the way.
There were several nudes and nude. Chapel wasn't the only like nude illusion. Like Heidi Klum showed up in like. Was it body paint?
No, it was like it was like a phone case that she put on her body.
Yeah.
When Sabrina walked the carpet, she also was in a pretty nude-ish kind of dress.
Bridal gown.
We need to talk about. Do we need to talk about? I thought that was a good performance of Man-Child. Like she's fun.
She's great.
Yeah,
she's like a safe. She's what Christina Aguilera like should be. And I think that's why they like each other so much. Like remember when in her like 25th anniversary of whatever, she like had Sabrina sing with her. Like she's safe. She has good music. She's a good performer. She's pretty. She's kind of all American-ish.
Yeah.
Like none of the things are too out there versus our Chapel nipple clamps or like a Lady Gaga or like a someone. And like she has good songs. They're all catchy.
She's a weird one for me. I don't know why I'm not fully on that train yet. I like her. By the way, she's an ally and she's like cool as fuck. She gives good interviews.
Yes.
She's on the new Muppet Show, which I haven't watched yet, by the way. And we didn't talk about that today.
I think it comes out tomorrow. I think it comes out tomorrow.
Oh, it does? Okay.
Yes.
It was. I got a good review from the Hollywood Reporter.
Yeah,
about
it's today or tomorrow. She is, I think for you, Dom, again, she's just a little too
digestible.
Yeah.
Oh, I love that, Christopher. Yes, she's
very
digestible for me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? Like it's safe, and which
And
is
I think she's
fine.
talented and great, but I
Yes.
think the furor of her as like a superstar, like all these Grammy nominations and all the SNL and being on the Christina special, I'm like, I hate to say it, but I'm like, who do you know sometimes when I'm looking at her? And she's great. She's really great.
Yeah.
I don't want to shit on her too much because she's so talented, but I don't get it fully. I don't know. She's but I know there's an appetite for that. She's not going to hurt you.
No.
She's not going to hurt you.
No. And she's was it Nickelodeon, Chris, or Disney? She's a Disney girl or Nikki?
Disney, I think. But
yeah.
she also she's something that like a mom and a kid can like play this album together and it's not bad.
Yeah. It's like Taylor. It's like similar.
The songs, and they probably are, the songs feel a little, hey, ChatGPT, write me the song of the summer. And it was Espresso and then it was Man-Child.
Man-Child,
you know, and they're both very earworm, like
Espresso is like dominated the world. Yeah.
Beyond.
And like I think her songwriter won a Grammy. Amy, if I can't remember her name, but I think the other night won a Grammy for songwriting. She's great.
Sure.
But yes, so we just forgot because that was the opening number and we forgot to talk about it. So
the opening number was the
oh my God,
Dominick's least favorite song, whatever the fuck that song is. Yeah,
Rosé and Bruno Mars.
I'm gonna say seeing it performed live moved the needle for me. I don't know. Rosé looked like she was having such a good time bopping around to it that I'm
looking like Gwen Stefani,
right. a little bit, or what Gwen Stefani thinks Gwen Stefani looks like. Yeah.
She looks like one of the Harajuku girls that finally got let out of a cage.
I liked it. I loved that. I loved it. Truly.
Yeah.
Oh,
all right. Fashion wise, I just have such a crush on Harry Styles. Like, I didn't mind. I think he was wearing Dior. I think his shoes also were Dior. But I
have a friend who I won't name who's furious about his outfit. He's like, why does he always have to do that?
He does.
You have access to everything. Why come out? And I didn't like the jacket. Thought the pants were janky, and the jacket just wasn't.
I just thought he
fitting. It's like he doesn't want it to fit.
No, he looked very slim. He's just, his face is everything to me. He looked. I don't know. I mean, I think he just showed up anyway. He didn't walk the carpet.
He's in work mode right now. Like he's about to embark on these residencies, and he's got an album coming out in a few weeks. So he's definitely like in work. You did? Yeah. Oh, God bless you. That's amazing. Mark, literally, the most recent he sent us was that he was in the queue and there were 250,000 people in front of him.
I mean, I have shitty seats, but I've been to.
What does it matter?
It doesn't matter. It's Madison Square Garden. It's not Wembley, so it's good. Yep. Anyway, I'm going to see
11 million people signed up for those MSG shows. And 11 million.
Just to remind you, I'm 100% Ashkenazi Jew. I am a chosen person, and that's why I got.
Hence, both you being a rabbi and a doctor. Yes,
yeah,
absolutely.
Yep.
Mm-hmm. And Woody Allen's birthday.
Tiana, yeah.
It doesn't get more Jewish than
Sunni's
this.
Friend.
Yeah. Who else?
Tiana Taylor.
Tiana Taylor.
Body be banging. Sorry.
Oh,
Body be
her and Nikki
banging.
Glaser up there. I was like, it felt like the dawn of a new day. It felt like,
it did.
We're the Taylor and Beyonce of the next 10 years. Everyone remains seated and come to order.
Yeah. And the only time we had jokes or like my least favorite thing ever at an award show was when the two of them were there. And it was because Nikki Glaser knows what she's fucking doing. And it was very funny.
Yes, it was very, very funny.
No one tried to do anything. No jokes. No. Oh, what's happening? Like she did it incredibly and it was hilarious. And that's what you're supposed to do. No one else attempted it. And I was thankful.
I was thankful too. Everyone just said like, here's best new artist. Here's like, nobody was like jokey.
Like, why are we here? You know, my least favorite thing. I'm not even going to get into it, but yes.
No. Yeah. Who else? Who else looked amazing?
I thought Doechii. From going from Doechii with the like pulling her eyes back with the things and the Tom Brown suits to now showing up with this beautiful hair and the beautiful like chocolatey dress, and she looked so pretty and so not like masculine. Like she was so masculine last year on purpose and was wearing a jockstrap and like all that, and to show up this year and be so like. That dress was just
she looked beautiful.
Stunning.
She really did.
Stunning on her. And it like on someone else would look really bad and it looked so fucking good on her.
Yeah. I just do think that people were safe, but like Kendrick and Bad Bunny, I think, looked great. But Kelsey Ballerini, she looked good, but it was like, for what? Like, fine. She looked good, but it was fine. Oh my gosh, who were Gaga? Who were our like pop girlies? Sabrina
was wearing like a little like a country wedding dress, which was pretty, but it looks like a wedding dress. But I thought it was pretty.
Yeah.
Again, Addison Rae, that dress is just, it does not working for me. She's trying so much. Obviously, Chaperone, the nipple clamps, I'm loving.
Yes.
That was the night. For me, Chaperone and Tiana Taylor were like my absolute top two of the night, the two of them. And Lola Young, I have to say, I sort of liked what she was wearing. It was giving me like bad girl at Hogwarts moment. Like, you know what I mean? Like I only know her from the song she sang last night, her passing out, and that great speech. And I felt like, based on the little I know about her, that outfit is her brand. It's just like, sort of like, I just loved it. And I like her. And I think I'm going to like her for a long time, actually. I'm glad.
I hope so.
I'm happy to have met her on Sunday. How's that?
I won't lie. I loved Shabuzi wearing jeans. Is that terrible to say?
No.
A tuxedo jacket with a vest and a tie and like a weird tie and then jeans. I don't know why, but I'm liking it.
It's the Grammys. Like, I think jeans are allowed at the Grammys. I think anything's kind of allowed at the Grammys. That's what I like about the Grammys. Like, different conversation in March or April when we talk about the Oscars. But like, the Grammys are fun, casual. Correct me if I'm wrong, but were we missing Meg Ryan, Keith Urban at this?
Yeah,
Did you feel
Meg?
He knows better.
Yeah, did you feel a hole in your heart that we didn't see his flat iron like walking down the red carpet? Yeah.
They didn't invite Keith Urban because they ran out of outlets backstage, and he requires there are so many machines to get that wig straight.
Oh God.
Well, we did. It was like we didn't have Beyonce, we didn't have Taylor. We didn't have.
We had the next generation of superstars, which is
we didn't have like
Bad
Olivia
Bunny, Kendrick.
Yeah, it was
all those people. It felt very next gen to me. This whole
show. In a good way, and not in a way where I was like, "Who are these people? Like, what's this?" Like, I didn't know.
Seriously, no wonder Cher didn't know what the fuck to do. She was like, "Where am I? Where are the famous people?"
Yeah. And I will say Trevor Noah did, other than whenever he was badgering Bad Bunny to sing, which was really fucking annoying. Outside of that one part, he did incredible.
Yeah, he did good.
He always has on the Grammys too. He's always done it.
He was like, "This is the last time I'm doing this." He took shots at people when he needed to, especially the government and especially CBS, which I loved. Which was like precedent was set by Nikki Glaser, which he followed up perfectly. You know what I mean? And like shots at Donald Trump and like did what he needed to do and make it political enough. And I will say, I felt like, I think we might have cut this out of the Golden Globes, but I was like, I think I wanted more politics. I loved the amount of politics we got at the Grammys.
Yeah.
I think it is absolutely worth it and needed to be there.
It's funny because I'm trying to think. I feel like in the past, I've said don't do that in your speeches. Keep it about that. But in fact, I'm sure I'm on record doing it. And if I am, just know that I've completely changed my opinion about it. I almost don't even care what side you're on, but things are there's no way to separate it anymore in anything. And so, do it. Speak your truth.
It feels more natural and more organic from the Grammy winners than like when, I don't know, Judi Dench.
Because the musicians are like writing from their hearts and they're writing about what's going on. And versus like the actor being like, someone wrote a script and I acted it. And now here I am. And this is that.
And I guess this is the last year they're going to be on CBS. Is that correct?
Yeah. It's weird, right? It's weird. It feels weird.
Where is it going now if it's not here?
Let's see. Is it?
I think
Grammys dropped 14.4 million viewers, a decline in its final year on CBS. Thank you, Hollywood Reporter. Please tell me where
are they going?
The Grammys will move to Disney starting in 2027 as part of
ABC.
a 10-year deal.
Okay,
ABC,
so ABC,
Disney Plus, and Hulu. I'm reading that from the Hollywood Reporter.
Yeah. Okay. I mean, who's going to host?
CBS aired the Grammys for 50 straight years, beginning in 1973.
Jesus
who's going to host? They have signed a 10-year deal with Cher to host the Grammys starting next year.
Congratulations!
They were so impressed with the smooth way she handled Record of the Year. They're going to give her 9 career achievement
She
awards
walked off the
throughout
stage.
broadcast.
They walked off the stage and they
I
just handed her a
literally said,
contract.
I'm supposed to walk off
Yeah.
right now. That's when I started saying, this is Joe Biden. Like that's what's happening.
It was really rough.
But she only, every moment she's out is an iconic moment. And this just stuck with that. Like, I'm happy she did it.
We just got information in. It's actually the cast of Zootopia 2 who's going to be. Yeah, I just got a text. The cast of Zootopia 2 will be hosting.
And Luigi Mangione will be doing the remotes. Yeah.
Mhm.
All right. Interesting. Well, CeeLo Green, who you don't see anymore. I mean, last I heard there were SA allegations against him, and then we didn't see him.
Yeah.
Shows up wearing like a full face with like eye makeup and red contacts. And his son shows up in, I guess his son's a performer, and his name is Lake, Layke.
Okay.
I'll take a few of those 17 million breaks now. And has like Kiss makeup on, like the band Kiss, like white face with.
Remember when he showed up with like
they
a
looked
golden mask
creepy.
on?
Yes, they looked weird to me.
Okay. I'm looking. Okay. Mm-hmm.
It's a choice,
Mm-hmm.
right? Really,
Sure.
really weird.
Okay.
Well, we did it.
Rabbi Dr. Rebecca Louise Bregman Arquette, also known as Chapel's Nibble Clamp, for this broadcast. Thank you for being here.
Thank you for having me. I can't wait to come back in. I can't remember. Are the Oscars March?
Just
or
a few
April?
weeks.
Literally
March.
4 weeks from now, a month
They're
from now,
March.
to do the
Okay.
Yeah.
Oscars.
I can't wait. Okay. And you can find me in the Epstein Files.
Yep.
Getting work to do budget. So if you need any references, I'm in the Epstein Files.
Good.
So
Okay,
please.
great.
Honestly, that's a more interesting closeout for you than I'm on a podcast that I can't tell you where it is, like you usually do.
Yeah,
So
yes.
Epstein Files it is. Page 1,000,002, I believe.
Yes.
That's right.
Yeah,
Where we have
that's
3
right.
references.
Yeah.
Yeah, Dominick, where other than the Epstein Files can people find you?
At Dominick Pupa on Instagram, at Dom and Terry on TikTok, along with at Fixing Famous People Pod on TikTok, at Dominick is Still Here on Friendster, and also my website is domandterry.com. Christopher, where can the listeners of this podcast find you on the web?
You can find me on Farmville. Remember Farmville? Farmville was great. That's all. You can find me at the Krista Rosa. You can find the show at Fixing Famous People. And you can find the Patreon at patreon.com/Fixing Famous People.
And as Leah Remini tweeted the night of the Grammys.
Yes, she did.
I wish you both well. And as always, as
Boy,
Leah
this-
Remini says herself,
Where's
Shelley?
Why do we say this like molasses every time you're here? Goodbye.
Goodbye.